Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Nice to see you. Hope you're well again. Right, the last video you saw of this motorbike, we'd put heated grips on it. We took Harley to the motorbike shop and kitted him out with all his gear that he's going to need when he's riding. And we took the exhaust off and we were going to do an exhaust wrap. You saw us painting it in the last video. If you haven't, go back and watch that one. But today we're going to be doing the exhaust wrap. Right, just to show you the paint job that we did on it. There we go. That is the exhaust all painted. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do the exhaust wrap from this section all the way around up to the header, up to this point here. We've got the wrap soaking in water. She's supposed to leave the wrap in water for about 20 minutes. So we'll get it out of the water and we'll get on with this. In this old bucket here, you can see in there is the exhaust wrap soaking. It's been in there for about half an hour. It recommends about 20 minutes. We've left it for about half an hour. Before Harley can, before we can put that wrap on the exhaust, we've got to take that heat shield off. Obviously this heat shield here can stay on because we are not
only wrapping up to that.
Yeah, we're only wrapping up to that point. We're not going past there. So, but this one's got to come off. So he's going to take that off quickly. Right, let's get it out of the water. There it is. And there's the wrap. Right, what we're going to do, you can see that bit's pretty nasty. So what we're going to do is going to get some scissors. We're going to cut it. So we're going to cut it there. So if you see there, look, there's a tiny little hole in it. So we want to get past that. So we'll cut it about there.
God, that's easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually. There we go. So now we've got a nice clean edge on it. I'm going to fold this back on itself. I'm going to start the wrap at the back of the exhaust, the bit you're not going to see. So we're going to come around. We're going to come over to there. And get it as tight as possible. And then start working it round like this. Right, if you just hold that there, Harley, put it tight. That's it. Now I'm going to put a cable tie here to hold it in position, temporary. Right, so that cable tie there, let me show you. There you go, that is just a temporary hold while we wrap the exhaust. And then we'll replace that with the proper metal ones in a moment. Right, so I've got one of the metal ties in now. This is the back of the exhaust, so having the actual knobbly bit at the back. I'm going to pull that tight as we can get it. Right, let's get these cut off.
I don't reckon this is going to cut it. I ain't cutting that.
It's not, is it?
No.
How are we going to get that off then?
Maybe if I try and cut it like sideways. Oh yeah, that's working.
There's one off. There we go. So that is one bit done.
That looks quite good to be fair.
Just got to do the other section, this bit now, and then that should be it. A lot more fiddling than I thought, and I tell you what, these metal clamps, these metal cable tie things, they're not very easy to tighten up and to cut. So obviously, because it gets hot, we can't use the plastic ones. They'll be no good, they'll just melt. So they're out the window, and we've got to use these metal ones. So just quickly, what Harley has decided to do, he's just going to do this section here. He's not going to do the top bit. It's going to be way too fiddly, and it actually looks quite nice just with that one accent on the exhaust there. So he's going to run with that. So we're going to fit it back to the bike. We've already put the heat protection shield back on. Now it's time to get it back on the machine. Let him do it up. He's got smaller fingers than me. So we're not going to do it tight. Just hand tight. That's it. Stop. And then we've got to get
this bit back on.
No, leave that for a minute.
Oh.
Right, then what we're going to do, just move the camera, we're going to come round to the back. We've got to fit the bracket on here. Right, so Harley's just going to fit the bracket at the back, on the back bolt first, before we tighten the header bolts down.
Just got to tighten that up hand tight. And then get a nut and wrench. Right, that's hand tight.
That's on, yeah? Hand tight?
Yep.
Right, now we go back to the header bolts. Right, Harley, tightening bolts down. These are the little header bolts. And the other side.
Got them both equally, and then do the other side as well, and then do it up again on this side.
Right, Harley's just going to reattach the lambda sensor now.
What does that actually do?
I'm no mechanic, I ain't got a clue really, to be honest with you. I don't know what it does.
I don't have a clue what it does either, to be honest with you.
I think that cable, Harley's supposed to wrap.
It won't like turn because the cable's getting stuck.
Yeah, because you need to like back the cable out first. So we're going to tighten it that way. So you need to turn the cable back this way.
Yeah.
Like that. So when you do it up, it'll unravel itself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now when we're going to do it up, it'll untangle itself. There we go.
That's it. And then just do it a little bit tighter with the pliers. That don't need to be on super tight though, does it? Just a little bit.
No, you need to. That's it, just a bit.
Probably
not
like,
too tight.
Probably about that, because that is as tight as I could get it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. There we go. So we left the top bit. We just did that midsection. I think that looks really nice, to be fair. Just enough. that'll be it for this video. We had a little go up the road, it's a bit of fun. But it does only go 27 with me on it and 30 with Harley on it. Did it feel fast enough?
Felt fast enough, but it felt gutless getting there.
Yeah, well, that is what those little 50s are.
Like compared to my 85, like dirt bike, I sold that now, but when I had it, oh my god, that felt like a bloody 1000cc bloody super bike compared to that.
Oh well, there'll be more videos coming on to do with this bike, so stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is the sort of content you're into. We also do bikes and boats and all sorts of different things, so continue watching and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.